Learn to play poker with the Opie and Anthony Show.
No. Oh, God. She spilled my chips.
I'm sorry, sir.
Opie. Now clean it up!
That's right. Be a poker player, just like your father.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Are you happy now, Opie? Are you happy?
Anthony, moving on. There you go. We did 10 minutes of bitching today instead of an hour and a
That's
half. Anthony, moving on. You were just up in arms about Lacey Peterson's mom today.
Oh, boy.
This is the big story, I guess. One of the big stories today in the New York, well, probably in all the papers.
Well, it's the
Is it in the Daily
sentencing.
News?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I was asking Anthony. We're looking.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. The sentencing phase of the Scott Peterson trial. Of course, he was found guilty of murdering his wife Lacey and their unborn child Connor. Why does that kid have a name? Technically, I mean, I don't want to seem cold and
Well, there's a lot of
crude
people
here.
out there that name their kids before they're born.
Yeah, but well, it's a whole nother issue. Screw it. I just don't think, you should be talking about little Connor like it's a little walking toddler
Oh,
that
my
he threw in
God.
the drink also.
Maybe name him Saved Money on College Tuition.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Lacey's mom, Sharon, she was able to voice her rage in a court. You know how they do that? They parade the family around. They yell and scream at the guy that murdered the person, the perp. And it's used to maybe get a stiffer sentence on the guy. Well, he's either going to get life in prison or the death penalty. So she was really screaming, hoping that he gets the death penalty. And literally, she was screaming in the courtroom at him. And the family of the person that was killed gets right in the killer's face and starts screaming. And it's just one of those moments you just don't want to be witness to. One of those very uncomfortable, primal, like the hot dog biting scream. Yeah.
The Godzilla scream.
Godzilla scream. The end of the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers scream.
The De Niro Mean Streets scream.
Right. Just these screams. And she was doing that. And then she screams out, she wanted to be a mother. Divorce is always an option, not murder. Well, Sharon, sometimes it's not an option. I think part of the blame, you got to blame Scott Peterson. He's the one that did it. But you got to think what drove him to that. Why wasn't divorce an option? Perhaps you should be screaming at some of these scumbag lawyers and the legal system when it comes to divorce. Huh?
So you're saying he was justified?
No. But again,
But you understand.
There is, look, the laws are so crazy that sometimes she's screaming, divorce is an option, not murder. She goes, divorce is always an option, not murder.
It's really not an option for most guys.
It isn't an option.
I mean, they go through it, but then their lives suffer.
They're in hell. You don't make a lot of money, and now you got to give half your stuff away and half your money. Forget about the stuff. You always get new stuff. It's no problem getting a new bedroom set and kitchen table. Give that stuff away. Fine. A lot of guys don't care. Take the stuff. Take the car. Take it. Take it. It's the fact that now, while you go to work every day, that half of your money is now going to another person that you aren't even involved with anymore. That's the issue. That's not an option. There are so many guys that you talk to that go, I'd love to get a divorce. I can't stand my wife. I'm living with someone I hate, and I cannot get a divorce. Why? I go broke. I can't afford it. Men are then put in a position where they have to live with someone they can't stand because they can't afford to get a divorce. This guy, all right, fine. A little selfishness going in there. He just wanted to go out and bang broads and not be married anymore, I guess. Maybe he didn't want to be a father anymore. And it would have been a lot easier if the laws weren't stacked against guys to file for divorce. Go, hey, see you later. But it's not an option always. It's not always an option. Perhaps some of our outrage should be at the lawyers that that prey on men in divorces and just divorce law in general.
Is it true if you get divorced and your wife never remarries that she now gets your Social Security when you retire? Or half of it?
Yeah,
or
half your
or
Social
part
Security.
Of it?
Yeah.
How does that ever make sense?
It doesn't make sense. There's no reason that a guy should be broke because the marriage didn't work out. Just stop already.
However, in this case, a guy who knocks up, if you leave a pregnant woman, like when she's ready to drop, you got to expect a big piece of your salary is going to come out. However, as opposed to being when you're single and she's got no kids and you have no kids and you're both earning, that's where the divorce law is.
Well, you know something? He should obviously pay for her pregnancy and pay child support because it is his kid. I'm not going there. Right. I'm not saying be a deadbeat dad or leave a pregnant woman that can't work, leave her under those situations. No. Should he then pay her for 10, 20 years? No! Get a fucking job. Work.
I mean, you make a good point, but obviously he was a kook.
He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag. Yeah, and you know, no. Should he murder her? Absolutely not. But the mother...
There's a but.
There's a but. The mother can't be screaming that divorce is always an option. It's not. It's not. She should have just as well have said staying with her and being miserable is always an option. Because that's more of an option, because that's what more guys do.
All right, let's go to Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, guys. What's up? Love the show.
Thank you.
I've been divorced twice. Yeah, I know. I'm a sucker. But neither one of them wanted to be married to me, and I'm the one that had to start the proceedings, get the lawyer and all that. It's just ridiculous.
And then even though you started the proceedings, you still got screwed.
I got screwed, but one of them actually cheated, and she just wanted to stay latched on, and it was like, you're both ridiculous. It's like, if you want out of the marriage, just fucking divorce me. Get it done.
Why aren't there lawyers out there trying to take care of this problem? Because it's obviously a problem that the men get screwed.
There are
divorces.
lawyers, but their hands are tied behind their back. They can do nothing because the law, the way it is, the system, the way it's not even the law. It's the judges are so lazy. These judges don't want to hear anything new. Believe me, I've been through it. I've stood there in the courtroom thinking to myself, all right, the judge will be able to understand this situation. I will, I'll tell the judge, convey to her how I got this career, who was responsible for me being in radio, the talents that I've had, whatever, they are, that I've cultivated since I was a kid. I've been like this ever since I was a kid. It's not something I learned, something somebody taught me, something that I was inspired by somebody that I was married to. No. The reason I'm in radio, there's certain people that were there that helped me along, and certain people that had nothing to do with it. Yeah. Maybe if Opie took me to court, he could, get half. But maybe if my brother took me to court, he could get half. But it had nothing to do with certain other people that all of a sudden
she was claiming that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what ex-wives will do in the courtroom. No matter what the guy is doing and how he's earning his living, she will present the case that she was responsible for where he is.
I wish that case went further because I would have.
No,
I'm just saying I would have been a witness. Proving
but that's what I'm saying.
Proving that she was actually more of a hindrance than actually a help in your effing career.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter because the judges don't care about that. They're lazy. It's not anything new. You think you're going to be Perry Mason and go in there and give this testimony and the judge is going to sit there and look and ponder it and go, yeah, he's right. It's all cookie cutter bullshit. And the judge already makes up their mind and they would rather you settle it. They don't even want to make a decision. But it's not about coming in there with evidence and saying, look, this is how I do. Bam, wrong. It's cookie cutter. The judge knows. It's a math equation. It's a math equation. There's nothing new you can add to this. And then when it's all said and done, the guy coughs up a lot of his money and gives it to the woman because that's the way it's been and that's the way it's gonna be for years and years and years. They wanted to, I actually pushed for something. They wanted that if she died, I would still have to pay.
Pay who?
Her heirs. That's where I drew the line. Ooh, I win. I had to actually draw a line there and say, no, I will not pay a corpse. Yeah.
But they were trying to get that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You never told me that one.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely. They were trying to... There's fat fuck Dominic Barbara. And why then, if she was responsible for your career, should her heirs be penalized if something were to happen to her? Can I have another meatball hero? You. I had to sit through that.
Ugh.
Through that.
Ugh.
Mr. Cubia, what is your wedding anniversary date?
That was the best ever.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
Can we,
I have no fucking clue.
Can we, because you bring this up from time to time.
Yeah,
Ben, you got to get the newspaper articles of Ant's divorce. No offense.
A media frenzy.
No
Opie.
offense, but there is some hilarious stuff in those newspaper articles.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's blaring. I mean, in the New York Post, I think it was.
Yeah.
You were asked what your wedding date was.
Yeah.
Or your anniversary.
It was the guy, and I knew the newspapers were sitting right there in front of me. I'm on the witness stand. Big fat Dominic Barbara's asking me questions, and I'm just staring at the New York Post and Daily News guys with their little pads jotting stuff down going, this can't happen. This can't happen.
But they ask you your anniversary date.
Mr. Cormier, when is your wedding anniversary date? Ding, 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 ding. And I'm just reaching back in my head. March? Is it May? I know Swallows Day in San Juan Capistrano is March 19th. I remember it was the 19th, but was it the same as Swallows Day or was it May? I don't know.
What's his answer?
That was my answer.
He was married 10 years.
Good for you, man.
I don't know. And then that was
I
quoted.
hate this place. I've been married 10 years.
Been married 10 years. I hate this place.
Nothing works here.
Nothing works here. The
I'm
medication
miserable.
doesn't work. I'm miserable.
I'm drunk all the time.
I have to drink a big glass of Captain Morgan when I come home. I hate this place. I get yelled at for being on the computer.
10 years. 10 years.
I've been here 10 years. She has 4 fucking cats. I gotta clean the cat box. She's crazy cat lady. I can't get out of this marriage without going broke. I hate this place. Her lawyer's fat. Get me out of here. The Daily News and Post are in front of me. I can't testify. I hate this place. I've been married 10 years. I don't remember my wedding anniversary. Oh,
I had a threesome.
Sorry. I had a threesome. I hate this place.
Sorry, I had to, because, well, it was reported, and, you know, I just still think that was one of the best things.
I hate this place. I'm sitting on the couch with my girlfriend, and wife walked in the door and fell flat on her face. I hate this place.
That did not happen, did it?
Of course it didn't. I hate this place. I had to break into my house to steal my stuff back.
Homeless guys wearing my T-shirts now.
She gave away all my clothes to the homeless and burnt everything else in the fireplace.
That's what you get.
In the Steve place.
That's what you get. You lose half your money, and she ends up burning all your stuff that maybe you wanted.
Oh my God! It's just a living nightmare.
Did she break all the radio awards that we won?
I think I got out with one air award.
Yeah,
the glass one.
Right.
I have that proudly displayed in my.
We were rocking
house.
for like 2 or 3 years there. We were winning everything.
Yeah.
We have all this hardware that I just throw in the closet, whatever. But
now it was, And I'd like to present this fucking award to the fireplace. Yeah. And the award for scumbag fuck husband goes to Anthony. Anthony's not here to accept, so a log is going to accept for him.
Holy crap.
Let's throw it in the old Steve.
I'm not even uncomfortable today.
Oh,
hilarious.
Awful.
I hate this place. I've been married 10 years.
I've been married 10 years. Wow. Yeah. It's just stacked against men. And I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear the one instance where the woman got screwed because she was the career woman, because that does happen, but it's so rare. There is no reason that if two healthy people get a divorce that they can't just go their separate ways and get a job and live the rest of their life without having to have any contact with each other. There's no reason the man, especially a guy that's pulling in, maybe $35,000 a year, all of a sudden, $15,000 or so has to go to the wife. Why?
Wasn't it only for a couple of years? Just until she gets back on her feet?
No. Yeah, but that's the problem. A lot of women...
No, it's not.
A lot of women are making such a nice income from their divorce settlement that, then they get another guy, let's say, but they don't get married because they're making some nice coin on the side.
Right. They live together.
So she's making the nice coin from the divorce settlement. He's got maybe a kind of a job that's bringing in some good money. Then she gets a little part-time thing on the side. That's a nice living.
Now
so why would you get married just so you would lose your money from the divorce settlement? A lot of women have done that over the years.
Guy works his ass off. He's now pulling in $20,000 a year and starving because he's making $35,000. 15 of it, let's say, is going to the wife, who now can also work. She's healthy. Mm-hmm. So she's got her salary plus what the guy gives him. And, if she shacks up with another guy, now his income is added to the house. So who's the biggest loser in this? The guy who's now working as if he's making $35,000 a year, but he's only pulling in 20.
You should be able to stop paying as soon as she stops fucking you. Like, as long as you can still go over and just go, look, tell the boyfriend, look, you gotta move. I want to fuck her real quick.
Move it over. I'm dogging this bitch.
Then you should be able to pay. But as soon as she starts giving that pussy to somebody else, really, you should be able to stop paying. Yep. As soon as she starts giving up the only reason anyone talks to her anyway.
There should be a lot of shoulds.
Not a bad idea.
When they start working. There's no goddamn reason in hell the guy should be paying her. Right. If they're able to work. But that'll never change. It'll never, ever change. Guys will continue to get screwed, and they will continue to get married like fools and idiots. Marriage has nothing at all to do with love, people. Nothing. You could love someone more than you've ever loved anything on the face of the earth and not get married. Believe it or not, you can do it. You could live a long life together. You can write up whatever. You could go to a lawyer and write up whatever kind of financial contracts you want to write up that will say, if we break up, I will support this woman and give her everything I have, or if we break up, nothing will happen, or you could have no paperwork at all and live together. Marriage is the dumbest thing a guy can do. You're entering into a legal, binding contract that can do nothing but screw you.
Well, after 7 years, though, of living together, right? Isn't it going to be
Not
a
New York.
Oh, there's no common law in New York?
California, there's a palimony law.
Oh, not in New York?
You got to be crazy. But there's no common law in New York.
I thought it was after 7 years.
Nope. Okay. Oh, they could take you to court.
Right.
Believe me, anyone could sue you for anything. So if you're living with a girl 7 years or longer, you could live with a girl for 6 months. She could take you to court and say he promised to blah, blah, blah for the rest of my life.
Bill Maher's girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, that's California, I think. You could go through all that. The chances that she's going to win are pretty slim. Pretty slim. But with marriage and the legal binding contract you have with a marriage, then you are screwed. You're definitely screwed. I don't know why people do it. And that guy that just called twice, married twice, you couldn't drag me into a marriage with guns to my head. You could not drag me into another marriage. It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't happening, people.
Half your income this one's gonna cost you. It's a marriage certificate. Be dialing. Dialing for hell, people.
Hey, Ben, help us out here. Someone on the Instant Feedback writes, look at the New York Times today. There's even times in New York State they won't even grant you a divorce. I want to read that article.
New York State's a weird state. You need a reason to get a divorce in New York. You can't just say irreconcilable differences, or I'm not in love with her, or I hate the bitch, or I hate the guy, or you can't. You need a reason. The only reason, and there's only a couple of reasons in New York. One is adultery. Right. One is abuse or something. I'm not sure what they all are. I wasn't paying attention during
when they were telling you.
When they were telling you, but you can't just get a divorce. A lot of people, or if you're separated for a year, you could get a divorce. So a lot of people opt to get separated and then wait a year before they could even start their divorce proceedings, which mine took 3 years. 3 years.
Oh,
and
know.
I watched people that were multi-millionaires getting divorced quicker than I did. It was just a nightmare with that fat fuck, Dominic Barbara. I was so happy when I heard he was getting a divorce.
Is he?
Like, he did. Oh. Like, I hope your wife just takes everything from you. Not my food money. Not my food money.
Robert, what's up?
I 3 times, my friend.
3? You
Yeah.
deserve it. You're stupid.
Yeah, I was. She got the house, took my boat, put it on somebody else's property. I couldn't get it because she allowed it to be there. It was marital property. I had to sue him for it. She ended up getting it in the long run.
She deserves the boat, right? You were married.
Yeah.
You get a divorce, and she should get your boat.
Did she ever drive the boat when you were married?
Oh, no, she was always too drunk.
Oh my God! How does that
that
make
great?
sense? With a guy, that's his little hobby on the side with his
boat,
with his friends. They go fishing every once in a while to get out of the house, and
now it's her boat.
And now it's her boat.
Now it's her boat for the guy that she's banging.
It's not just friends; it was the kids. Because I got 3 boys, and they just teach them how to ski. It was every weekend we were out there.
And now it'll sit in someone's yard, but it's hers.
All right.
Oh well, yeah, she's
Good
sold
for
it.
her.
All right, thank you.
Hey, I got one other thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
He was probably going to hang up.
Maybe. Glenn in Philly, what's up?
Yo, I didn't even get married. We went and had this kid, and 3 years, 4 years, she moves out, takes me to court, tries to keep me away from the kid. And I made $10 an hour. They charged me, because of overtime that I had gotten, they charged me $200 a week.
They figured in your overtime into what you should be paying her?
Yes.
Man, that
which
great?
I eventually lost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so now he loses the overtime, so now he's not making the overtime, but he's still paying based on if he had the overtime.
Meanwhile, she's banging Coke straws 2 and 3 at a time.
Isn't that wonderful?
And you wonder why people kill their spouses. I swear.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And you wonder.
Divorce is always an option. There it is.
One more. Jim in PA, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just about ready to get divorced. I got it all set up to go through it in January.
Oh, good
You
luck.
guys are scaring the shit out of me.
No, it's going to start in January, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I already have all the paperwork going. I'm just waiting after the holidays because of the kids and look the hell out.
You check in another year, and I guarantee you'll still be going through it somehow, some way.
Oh, I'm sure I will, but it's like, Jesus, I'm going through stealth mode right now, and I keep hearing you guys keep talking about it the way it got fucked, and you guys are scaring the crap out of me.
That's it.
All right.
Lacey Peterson's
thanks,
mom.
Guys. Check it out.
Lacey Peterson's mom. Divorce is always an option, not murder. Murder's not an option, believe me. But neither is divorce all the time. It's not.
Okay.
Well, the mother probably wasn't thinking very rationally. In fairness to the mom, when your pregnant daughter is found, her skull is found floating, and she's headless with an anchor tied to her, you're not thinking about the legal proceedings of a divorce and like, you know what? I understand why Scott murdered my baby girl and her unborn son.
You should think about that a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's obvious the guy was a kook, but
then again, Amber Fry was very attractive. I'm not saying, a good punch to the stomach maybe or a trip down the steps. Oops-a-daisy.
A little foot sticks out in the hallway, a little. Hello, sweetie.
Kerplunk, kerplunk. And with every step she hits, you just see more and more money that you're saving.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Sure.
Petey, what's up?
Me Droog.
Yeah, Pete, one of the Droogs.
Yo, Mom, I'm here or what?
Yeah, let's go, Petey.
All right, listen, I got a very good divorce story that if anybody gets married after hearing this fucking thing, they better think twice, okay?
Okay.
I married this girl about 7 years ago, okay? Went to Yankee Stadium, got the whole I want to marry you on the Jumbotron.
You're that guy. Oh, not that guy. I came here to see the game.
Wait.
I came to see the game.
Hold on, let us
Not your proposal.
You just mentioned something that we really got to talk about for a few minutes here, and then we'll get back to you. I hate people like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we can bring your attention to the big screen.
I want to watch the game, not some sap ruin his life.
I'd rather watch an umpire on opening day in Cincinnati keel over and grab his chest than
see you break out the ring and they put you on the jumbo.
And she says yes, and they hug, and her box smells because she woke up early for the game and didn't shower. Hair's in a ponytail and a Yankee hat. She thinks that Clemens is a first baseman. Dumb broads.
What? Oh, that's awful. What's her name?
Her name was Janine.
Janine, and it was Petey and Janine up on the big jumbotron.
Oh, like anyone but you guys gave a shit.
All right, but let me tell you something, okay? The Yankees lost that day. I should have taken that as a hint.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Okay? Now, so here we fast forward about 7 years, okay? She's seeing some cop in the neighborhood. I find out she's running around behind my back while I'm working, seeing some cop, okay? So she wants me to move out of the house. It's my house. I bought the house. I'm paying the mortgage. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, you
All right?
think.
So we're in the middle of a bad thing. So, you know, one night we hang out. Now, listen, I wasn't banging no girls either because if I got caught banging a girl, give her a right to get the house and everything.
Right.
I wasn't getting caught. So one night we're hanging out. I say, yeah, screw it. She wants to get with me. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I end up fucking this girl, all right, my ex-wife. Next day, the cops are at my house arresting me for rape.
Really?
Bitch said I raped her. She had semen all over her, the whole deal.
Oh, my God.
Okay? So she raped me, got me a court order. Let me tell you, I'm not done. She got a court order, okay?
Hey, what was...
Court order.
Damn it. You know, this is a bit we started a couple weeks ago. What was your wedding song?
Oh, God, what the hell was the song? I don't even remember. Oh, it was that Teddy Pendergrass song. I forgot the name of the
I bet what next
Teddy Pendergrass?
Is he still alive?
Here and Now. That song, Here and Now.
Here and Now.
I promise you.
That's a terrible song.
It's perfect for a wedding,
It
though.
was up to me. I was
Perfect.
Mr. Brownstone or something, okay?
Yeah.
And-
But
and
you know what?
anyway-
Weddings
Welcome
aren't
to the
up to the
jungle.
guys.
What?
Weddings aren't up to the guys. I think my my Uncle Tom just got married, and I think he came out to like a Guns N' Roses song, didn't he? Do you remember?
He's smart because
You know what's a good song for weddings? A good song for weddings is Close My Eyes Forever.
Yeah. Well, this one, I wish you would close your eyes forever.
All right, so you were brought up on rape charges. She claims she had semen all over her. Jesus, what the?
Semen all
right.
over her, huh?
I got locked up. They took me to Brooklyn. They locked me up in Brooklyn because that's where they arrested me.
Oh, thank God not many real hardened criminals get locked up in Brooklyn.
Well, no, the Brooklyn house. I was thinking I was going to Rikers. I was shitting a pill.
Did you rape her?
Oh, rapist and right? No, we had sex. She peed on to me. It was the whole thing. It was like, I thought things were okay for the night,
So he, took the bait,
wow.
has sex with her, and then she cries rape.
To get the house.
Did she have any marks on her or anything?
No, nothing.
What'd she say? Just spray your semen all over my body?
No, it was in her, I shot one up in her. She got, she got raped. It was a whole deal.
Wow.
Wait, did you use a condom?
Hell no, man.
You're insane.
You dumped in her? That's you getting a divorce and you dumped in her?
You're insane.
Did you wonder why she said certain things? Like, look, honey, I just want you to punch me in the face tonight. Why? I never did this before.
Yeah.
Scratch up my tits.
Yeah, this is my fetish. Punch me really hard as you're having an orgasm.
I was gonna do the old hate fuck to her, bang her from behind and punch her in the back while I'm fucking her. Okay?
All right.
That's one of the things I wanted to do.
All right, so you go to jail for this rape allegation.
So I go to jail, okay? I'm locked up for a few days, like 2 or 3 days. They got me locked up so I was able to get out. All right? I get out. Now, the bitch got a court order on. I'm still going through it. It's not over yet. I got a court order. I'm not allowed within 100 feet of my own house.
Of your own house.
Of my
Yeah,
own-
that's great, isn't it?
And I had one of my friends saying, the bitch is emptying shit out of that house, man. She's hiding it. I'm going to get that house back with nothing in it. Okay?
Of course.
She's taking all my shit. What's up?
Of course. And it's kind of your fault for being so stupid.
I was stupid. Hey, listen, you got a heart. I have been laid in like almost 3 months at that point.
You got to buy one of those little recorders, dude, and just record all interactions. They have those little things that are about the size of, like twice the size of a Pez dispenser. They're like little digital recorders. Put in your pocket and just record these things. This way, if one of these pigs says you raped her and you didn't, you have it on tape. And if you did, you can just listen to it and jack off with the memories.
Well, I should have got a hooker. That's what I should have did instead of banging this fucking girl.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
All right?
Thank you, buddy.
All right, no problem. Be good, guys.
Bye, fella.
There goes Petey in the Bronx. Glenn in Massachusetts.
Morning, boys. How you doing?
Pretty good, Glenn.
Hey, hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Angel Eyes.
Hey, this support thing is pretty good if you're on the receiving end.
Well, you're one of the lucky guys. There's not many of you out there.
Well, my girlfriend is still married. She left 2 years ago, and this guy is one of these crybaby, baby comeback, sniveling whiners.
Ugh.
And he has to work an extra day. He has to work on Saturday, so he has enough money to pay her.
Oh, I get it now.
He's the boyfriend.
Yeah, you're the
of
boyfriend
woman
that got divorced from her husband.
She drives a brand new car, makes the payment with his money, and he drives an old pickup truck with a different colored tailgate on. He bought in a junkyard. He couldn't afford a new tailgate.
This guy's banging her.
And does she like treat you to things?
Yeah, well,
with his money.
Well, she has a brand new car that he's paying for and never even got to ride in it yet.
Do you drive it?
Yeah, oh yeah, we use it all the time.
I have to kill her.
Well,
I
have to slit her throat.
That guy should be able to pull up, get in his brand new car, have her suck his hog, and then get back into his jalopy and go home.
Well, Aunt bought a new house recently.
Yeah,
I feel.
I bought a house in Huntington.
Aunt bought a new house in Huntington that he's never going to see.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
I feel real bad.
I'm
for
paying
this guy.
for it.
Every time I wipe my cum off her back with my T-shirt, I feel bad for this guy. But that's the way it is.
All right, thank you, Glenn.
Bye, Glenn.
Glenn likes to rub it in. I hate the people that get engaged at sporting events and at the New York City Marathon. And
it's those things that they think are so cool.
Dude, I'm an Islander.
So hip.
I'm an Islander ticket holder. I can't think of anything more white trash than asking someone to marry you at an Islander game.
That's nothing more white trash than going to an Islander game.
Yeah, I know. and it's usually they're in the nosebleed seats. It's like, dude, look, all right, maybe you're not making a lot of money. I understand, whatever. But if you're going to ask your chick to marry you at the Islander game, you don't want the Jumbotron and the camera guy going to the last row so you can do it. Why don't you suck it up and get better tickets at least?
I like how the announcers on TV have to go, and I hope the marriage fares better than the Islanders are tonight.
And then you see the guy on the ice punching the other guy, and you go, well, let's hope the marriage goes that way. She gets mouthy, he just grabs her by the shirt and punches her until somebody grabs him off.
All right. We got to move on a little bit.
Coming up next on Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton sings
Forget Me Not, you sightless twat. Your dog just shit on my rug.
Thought that was pretty fucking funny, didn't you?
How's that for a sketch?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You don't do sketches, stupid.
I was walking down the street, and some construction guy was shouting at me, "Hey, show me your cans!" So I did. And he plummeted 17 floors and was impaled on a forklift. But my tits looked great.
Please, wow responsibly. A public service announcement of the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the O&A virus.